Hi, I'm Jared Hatfield, and this is Tablet Tips. In this edition of Tablet Tips, I'm going to explain a little bit about the tablet PC pen, and what sets using tablets apart from using traditional pen and paper. This is my tablet PC pen. It's an active digitizer. There's several important features that I'm going to point out here. The first is the tip. This tip is actually replaceable. If it gets dull, if it gets worn at a weird angle, or most importantly, if it gets sharp, you can actually pull it out and it comes with spares. The next most important feature to point out is the little shift button. You can hold that and that'll right click. Now I can simply just right click, boop, and there's my right click menu. Now not every pen comes with the right click button, so you can just use the pen, push down on the screen, and pull up the right click button that way. No button. The next important feature here is the eraser. This is your savior. Let's say you're writing. Obviously I'm not writing anything truly important, but you want to erase. Turn over the pen. Doop, it's gone. Kind of obvious, but still significant. Now let's say you don't have an eraser. The models typically are some of the older gateways. They simply don't have erasers. Some other models might not come with eraser. There's still a solution for you. Now again, let's say I'm writing my lovely notes, as you can see. There's a scratch-out gesture in most applications. OneNote scratch-out gesture feature is excellent. Journals, hit or miss, and of course there's some other applications that can do scratch-out. Now all I have to do is cross through it a few times, and it simply disappears. Now this is kind of a double-bladed sword feature, because once you get to the test and you're so used to using your tablet every day, and you get there and you write it on the test, and then you try to scratch it out on real pen and paper, and it stays there, you end up with a big smudge on your paper. Sorry. The other thing that I'm going to talk about in this tip is what sets using a tablet apart from using a pencil and paper. Now this is excellent once you get used to it. Let's say I'm going to draw a graph here just for demonstration purposes. There's my X, there's my Y. Now I want to draw the line. I can draw the line and notice that the lines cross. If I want to delete this, or if I want to erase this in real life, I'd have to erase the whole line, including the parts where the lines overlap. But I can simply just swipe it with my stroke erase. No matter how much I overwrite the line, I can still simply erase that stroke. Now if you do want to erase parts of it, you can go down here and select an eraser tool and erase parts of it. But the stroke tool will cover most situations. Now the other thing, let's say I actually have this graph the way I want it, is pencil and paper is very static. Once you stick it on the paper, you can't move it, you can't resize it. Now, with a tablet, you can lasso things, shrink them, move them, and everything becomes very dynamic. It is not a one-dimensional application like pencil and paper is. It's very dynamic. You can add extra space. If a professor's, some are notorious for doubling back on their notes, you can just simply extend different sections of your notes. It's a very dynamic experience. And this is all made possible with your tablet PC pen. Now, I hope you learned something from this tablet tip. Although if you're used to using a tablet, this might seem simple. For those of you that have never used a tablet, this is really what sets tablets apart from pencil and paper. Thank you for watching Tablet Tips. I'm Jared Hatfield. I'll see you next time.